Y'all, welcome back to the Black Coffee and Tea Podcast. We are back with another power review. This is season 6, episode 8, and oh my gosh, this thing was crazy. Let me just hop right into it, okay? We start off with Tasha and Tariq. Since the last episode, Tasha has decided to take Tariq under her wing, basically teach him the game, and they are selling drugs together, all right? Now, Tariq comes with Tasha and lets her know that, the feds came to his school asking around because Saxe is still trying to, figure out who killed Proctor and who killed Angela, and he knows that Tariq has something to do with it, all right? Tariq, being the smart kid that he is, he did not say anything to the feds, but he's wise enough to know that he's now going to be followed and watched, all right? Now, he also told Tasha about his teacher at his new school who asked him about drugs and who seemed to want drugs. Now, Tariq and Tasha both come up with the idea that maybe they can use this teacher anonymously by putting drugs in his car and having the teacher sell for them on the low, okay? So they're really setting up their little drug empire slowly but surely, y'all. And I'm pretty sure this is one of the spinoffs that 50 Cent is talking about that's going to come from this show. But we shall see, okay? So we move on, and so we catch back up with Dre, and the feds are, hot on his tail. They're trying to get him to flip in order to get his ankle monitor off. And Dre is just so desperate because nobody's working with him that he is working with the feds again, reluctantly, all right? And he gives the feds some information about Tariq, basically lets them know that, he gave Tariq Ray Ray's location and that, they put 1 and 1 together, 2 and 2 equals 4. And yeah, they're realizing that Tariq may have been more so involved with the death of Raina, and that the whole thing with Kanan was very suspicious because Tariq was caught, smart guy, leaving the morgue with Kanan's ashes. And they were just like, why would he leave the morgue with the guy's ashes who kidnapped him? That doesn't make sense. So yeah, so now Tariq is under investigation for a whole bunch of shit, and they may actually be able to pin the murder of Ray Ray, the crooked cop who killed Tariq's sister. They may actually be able to pin that murder on him. So we're going to see how that plays out, okay? So moving on, we catch back up with the Councilman Tate storyline, and we see that Ramona is, trying to push for Ghost to be on the ballot with Councilman Tate. And Councilman Tate's just not here for it. He doesn't think that Ghost should be on the ballot with him. And that's that. But right before Councilman Tate is about to do a debate, it seems as if his mic was on and he didn't realize it, and he was caught saying a bunch of very profane things about his opponent and just some nasty things about the citizens in general. And basically that was a setup with Ghost and the white guy from campaign whose wife he had sex with. Basically, Ghost is just trying to get Governor Tate where he wants him so that he can use him for leverage. And, I think that Ghost really wants to become Councilman Tate. He wants to do what Councilman Tate's doing and possibly become governor one day. And I think Ramona's going to help him do that. And I think this whole plot was to just get Councilman Tate out the way. And I really do see this political storyline being one of the other spinoffs that 50 Cent was also talking about. But y'all let me know what you think about that in the comments below. All right, so moving on to my favorite storyline and the most shocking storyline of this episode, we get to Keisha, okay? And Keisha is being watched and followed by the feds, okay? First, Saxe shows up to her house, scares her a little bit, but she holds her ground. But then she gets pulled over by Detective what's her name, Rodriguez or whatever, and some way somehow they trick Keisha into signing a form with the feds, basically saying that if she didn't sign this form that they would take her son Cash and she would never see him again, blah blah blah. And of course she fell for it, so she signed the form saying that she would testify against Tommy in this whole situation and these charges. Now Keisha, maybe she wasn't really going to testify, maybe not, we don't know, but the fact she signed that form is like, girl, come on, man, come on. You didn't even consult with a lawyer. You just folded so quick at the drop of a dime. And, of course, she tries to hide this from Tommy, and she tells her son Cash not to tell Tommy, but Cash tells Tommy anyway. And when he confronts Lakeisha does not tell Tommy about her signing the paperwork. She tells Tommy that, look, they pressured her, but she did not fold, and that she's still here. And Tommy's like, well, damn, yeah, you are still here. You didn't flee, and you're not with the cops right now. So yeah, I can trust you. So this makes Tommy really, really fall for Lakeisha even harder. He decides to go out and buy a wedding ring for her. He takes Cash with him to the store. They're picking out wedding rings. And in the meantime, Ghost tells Tasha, look, you need to go talk to Keisha, okay? The feds are all over her. Tasha goes over to Keisha's house, okay? She gets in there, she confronts Keisha about everything, and she sees the paperwork. Once she sees the paperwork, Tasha's like, oh no, you can't go nowhere. We got to sit here and wait until, Tommy gets back. Keisha's like, look, Tasha, just let me leave. I am about to flee this situation. I'm not going to snitch. And, this is where she fucked up. She looked at her purse like she wanted to run for her purse because she had a weapon in there, and Tasha peeped it. So once Tasha peeped the gun, they started running and tussling over the gun. It got to the point where we didn't know who got shot because, they were both fighting for the gun, and we see that it was Lakeisha who got shot, okay? The first shot was an accident, but once Tasha sees, Keisha's still alive, she tells herself, look, I have to end this, and she tells Keisha, she looks her dead in her face, and she says, I'm sorry, and she pulls the trigger. Even though Keisha was begging and pleading for Tasha not to kill her, Tasha still killed Keisha, her friend that we have seen, since season 1 of this series. And y'all, it was just a dramatic moment. I was very shook, okay? I did think that Keisha was going to die this episode, but I did not think it was going to be at the hands of Tasha. That took me out, all the way out, all right? And then on top of that, Tommy and Cash, they return, and they are about to, reveal the engagement to Keisha, and Tommy's getting himself prepared to propose. But as he approaches the door, he sees that Keisha is dead in the hallway. So he sends Cash to the car so Cash doesn't have to witness. And yeah, he walks in and he breaks down, y'all. Tommy is broken. He's broken. He really loved Keisha. He loved Keisha more than Holly. And it just seems like he can't keep anyone in his life. Okay? He had to kill Holly. He had to kill his dad. He fucked up his relationship with the ghost. Tariq stole from him. And now this, y'all. Now his boo is dead. So I just see this going all the way left. I'm pretty sure that Tommy thinks that this is Ghost's doing, because I'm pretty sure he told Ghost about the feds, following Keisha. So y'all, this is just about to get so messy. We have one more episode until the mid-season finale, and then I think they're going to take a hiatus. I think they come back around January, and then we have 6 or 7 more episodes, and then that's the end of Power. So y'all, this little episode was just so much for me. I can't even describe how I feel about it. I'm a bit shook, but I'm pleased. I'm pleased at the pace, and I'm wondering where this is going to go. All right. Yeah, y'all, wow, I'm at a loss for words on this one. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know your predictions. Do you think that Tommy is going to come for Tasha, or do you think that he's going to come for Ghost, or just everybody? Is everybody going to get it? Who knows? Let me know in the comments below. Please like, share, subscribe, and check out our podcast, the Black Coffee and Tea Podcast, available now, all streaming platforms. Talk to you later. Bye.